Welcome to another episode of OG Talk. This is Chase. Nice to have you all with me today. It looks like it's about 3 o'clock, and sun's setting a little bit. Today I wanted to get on here and lately it's been a lot of introspection on my end. I've really been looking into myself because I have this overwhelming sense of homesickness. Again, to a place that I don't know, but it's a longing for a place that I just want to go home, right? It's not depression. I don't want to die. I just want to go home. And there are a lot of you out there just like me who just want to go home. You know, when I started this channel, one of the reasons why I did it is I started realizing it can't just be me. There's no way it's just me that feel like this, that get treated like this by the world, that faces much betrayal and heartbreak and just out and out things, like, and be weird and different and, you know, attract all this attention, but don't want the attention. Like, don't really. I made this channel for misfit people. We're different. We've always been different, and I know you're out there. So when I do these videos and stuff, I'm really trying to connect with you because I know how it feels to be an outcast in this world. On today's episode, Angels Academy, I really feel like that's what this world is. Like, if you really think about it, maybe that's what the earth really is. Maybe that's why we're here. I don't think we're here to be the best at our jobs or that it makes a big deal if you make the NBA and do this and do. I don't think what we individually do on that level, I think it always shifts, right? You're here to do whatever mission, and that's your thing that you specialize in. However, I think that before you reach whatever the next level is above human, first of all, please, people, and I said this before, when you look at the stars at night, right, and you see the galaxies and the Milky Way and all of this stuff, right, and you see trillions of stars out there, stop thinking that we're the only things that's here, that's alive. Stop. There are trillions, they say, of galaxies, trillions of galaxies out there. There's life elsewhere in ways that we don't understand. I actually think Earth is on the lower vibrational, be careful here, on the lower vibrational, as far as the planet, I think we are like at the beginning stages of intelligence. Because a lot of y'all ain't intelligent. Now, I'm not saying I'm intelligent, right? But, you know, there are life forms. There are other higher intelligent beings than us. And we need to accept that. Humans aren't that great, bro. We're not that durable either. It don't take much to kill us, you know? I would think if we were like on the higher evolution of beings, right, I would think we'd be able to withstand things that like make us die, you know? Like if we were like an intelligent being, like I don't think we could die of like sicknesses, like illnesses, like Parkinson's and cancer and shit. Like, I don't think you could do that if you was like a hot, because you would know how to flush that kind of thing out your body or change your cells or something, you know? But we're not that dope. Human beings are not that dope, yo, to think that we are the end all be all. But I think that each one of us are potential like angels, right? And that we get times to like figure this thing out. And Earth is the ultimate challenge, because when you get here, you forget how dope you are. See, life, I believe, is us remembering our divine essence. I believe that we are all, like, our flesh almost holds us back from our divinity. I guess like we're stuck in these bodies for however long we live. And then when we die, like the real all of us is released, you know? So, that's kind of how I view that. So all the trials and tribulations that we go through, it's like a school, like a test. Like, the key is not to get attached to the test. And when we forget, we've forgotten who we are, and our whole lives is about remembering our, let's say, divinity, our angelic status. That's what it's really about. So, you know, everybody has different beliefs, but I think that this world is a stage, and everyone has a role in it, but we don't know. Like, we've forgotten that this is a game. And we're so immersed in the characters that we think all there is this life, right? So we fight and to survive, because that's our natural instinct. That's what's been encoding in each one of us. But this is all a stage. Like, this doesn't really mean anything, and it's really not as long as we think it is. When you compare it to eternity, your soul never dies. Your soul doesn't know what dying is, because it can't die, right? So you can't die. Your soul never dies. It just goes in different places, I believe, right? And this is just one dimension. Earth is just one realm, one dimension. But your soul can travel anywhere, I believe. But your soul never dies, so you never have to really fear death. But death is scary because it's final. We don't know what's on the other side, right? But what if this is just us building skills and learning until we get to a certain status where we understand, like we remember who we are. Does that make sense? Like, we're here trying to remember that we are divinity, that we have angelic status, that we are much more powerful beings, but we're limited in this body, and we've been trained to forget that we are as powerful as we are. So as we navigate through this world and year after year, we come closer to, depending on the direction we're going in, we're either getting closer to remembering, or we're back into forgetting and the distractions. And it's a clever game because there's so many levels to it and so many layers. I do know this. I know I don't have to fear what's on the other side, because I know my soul will never die. And I know that I will never be, while I'm alive this time, while I'm alive this time, my soul is trying to remember its little crumbs and breadcrumbs, that clues that get us closer. But at least for me, I really just be wanting to go home, bro. Like, I don't understand any of this or what the next thing is, and that's what makes the game so incredible, right? The game of life, that's what makes it so incredible. But if you're out there like me, and you just have a feeling that this place, you've never fit in here, bro. I've never fit in here. I've always felt like the odd one. I've always wanted to kind of be alone, and I didn't want to, like, cause, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's like real hard to explain, but like, when you just different than everybody, yo, and you know it, you know? And like, you really do, like, you come from a real place. Like, you really do just want to help other people and want everybody to win. You know, when you're that type of person, you know something is different. And when you have those alone times, bro, like, you feel like you just want to go home somewhere, but you know it's not here and you homesick. I think this is an Angels Academy, bro. I think this is like, I think Earth is like angel school, bro. Like, you just keep trying and trying and learning and learning and learning until you get to a status in your consciousness where you understand, like, you remember that you are this divine being. I don't want to say God, because everything is God and energy, right? Like, it's all the same thing, but we can tap into a higher level of enlightenment. And I think that's what this world is teaching us. But there is no winning or end game. It's like, let's say you play a role-playing game on PlayStation or something, right? You're playing Grand Theft Auto. You can play that game for 5 hours. You can play the game for 50 years. But at the end of the day, when the game goes off, you don't keep all the stuff you earned. The character in the video game never gets to keep all the stuff while the game is over. And you don't get to keep your stuff either. So it's not that important. I'm going to get off on another rant. We are all like baby angels trying to remember that we're angels. That makes sense. And all the stuff that we got to go through here is training us to remember to be angels again. It's something like that in my brain. But I know each and every one of you have that same thing in you. I'm not special. I'm not different. Well, I am, but we all are different, right? You have that same power in you. And if you on this frequency with me, I know you're missing a place. You know this not home. You know this not home, bro. And I'm with you, bro. There be times I be laying in bed at night by myself, bro. Like, and I'll just be crying out. Like, I'll just find myself getting emotional. Like, yo, why can't I just go home, yo? Why can't I just go home? And I know that's going to sound crazy to a lot of people. But I've been called crazy before. It's cool. What's normal? Who's normal? You find me somebody normal. You become homesick to a place, yo. Like, yo, you get tired of battling and all this stuff and seeing the pain on people. Yo, like, I had a homie, somebody that's going through something kind of deep. And, he admitted to me that, thoughts of punching out ain't too far out of his mind, right? I said, bro, you don't know how many times I feel that same way. I could never hurt myself like that. I don't think. But what hurt me about it, bro, real talk, is we're all here just trying to remember who we are. This is like some cruel joke that so many people are suffering and have no idea. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I pray for the world, yo. And I pray for you. Yeah, I'm definitely homesick for a place that I don't even know if it really exists, but in my soul know it's out there. And but also, like, I've been a little upset because I don't feel like I've been doing my part in all of this, because my life, y'all, if y'all only knew the battles that I have had to overcome over the last 5 years. And I'm sure you got some horror stories too, because it's for people like us, it just seems to be, the road just seems a little bit more harder when you walk the narrower path. I'll see. On the good side, though, we keep it pushing, and I love y'all, man. Real talk. Real talk. Y'all stay strong. You're just trying to remember who you are. Little angels trying to remember that we're angels and that we're supposed to shine our light in the world. I love you all. Peace.